All right, here we are with some pros and cons of buying a house in Union City, New Jersey. Number one is transit into New York City. If you're working in the city and you live in Union City, it's super convenient to get in. You're gonna probably take a bus and it's gonna go directly into Port Authority right in Midtown. You can take the 123, it cuts right down Palisade Ave, which is one of the main streets that cuts through Union City. The other option is going at the post office where there's a main bus hub. So you could jump on like a 161 and 159. There are some other options for you. And that could take you in about 15 minutes. Higher traffic times, maybe hit 20, 25 minutes, but door to door, it's a really great commute and it's simple getting into Midtown Manhattan. Number two, it's very walkable. You don't need a car. You can walk to coffee shops. You can walk to restaurants. You can walk to bars, gyms, supermarkets. There's an Aldi. There's a ShopRite. There's a Lidl. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't think anybody does, but they have it there in Union City. Basically, you can get anywhere that you need to get on 2 feet, a bike, an e-bike, a scooter, a skateboard, whatever you're gonna take. But you don't need a car, and that's a pretty convenient thing when you live in a densely populated area so close to New York City. Number three is the price point. Compared to local cities like Jersey City and Hoboken that are nearby, Union City is a much better price point. You could probably save six figures. You could probably save a couple $100,000 from a similar house in one of those areas. Maybe even, in Hoboken, you could be looking at $1 million of savings. If you're more conscious about your spending and you don't want to spend as much, Union City could be a good option. It's nearby, it's close by, and you get a lot of the same benefits. Number four, and arguably the most important, it's extremely dog friendly. There are tons of dog parks up and down Palisade Ave. Again, one of the main streets through Union City. And they have dog bags and trash cans on every corner. If you ever forget your bag, we've all been guilty of it. At worst, you're walking probably 25 feet, getting a fresh dog bag free from the city. Use it to take care of your business. Put it in the trash can, keeps the city clean, and you'll be happy living there because of that. And get a dog if you don't have one yet. Okay, number five is, we'll do a little bit of a combo, but the streets are really well kept. They're really well lit. Right across the road in Weehawken, super nice area. We'll talk about Weehawken in a future video, but in Union City, right across the road, Weehawken is like pitch black at night, and Union City, you could see everything. There are brand new lights. The city is constantly updating it. They're putting the money in and upgrading the sidewalks, the street signs, the lights, and really all of that. It's nice to live around. It's nice to be around. They also keep the city clean. They have people working, honestly, like 24 hours a day. There are people just sweeping the leaves off the street. Again, as a resident, you will be happy living in an area that's kept clean, that is well maintained. They also do street cleaning, which, pro and a con. The good thing is they do the street cleaning. The bad thing is once in a while you may have to move your car. But of all the cities to live in, Union City is great with street. Like, they will straight up knock on your door before they ticket you if your car is on the wrong side of the street. I think most cities will probably give you 2 tickets, 3 tickets. Oh, you messed up our street cleaning. No questions asked. Union City, they'll have a horn blowing. They're like, everyone move your car, please. And they will patiently wait for you. I have a property there. I have a tenant who, he was in New York working and he got called, asked to move his car. And they gave him like an hour to get home and move the car without ticketing him, which is just crazy. So that's a great thing about Union City that you're gonna love. Let's get into some cons now because every city's got them. So con number one is parking. Parking in Union City can be difficult depending on the street. Talk to your realtor, talk to the experts that know really street by street on where it's gonna be easier or more difficult to find parking. If you can buy a house with a driveway, get it done. There's so much value to that. So definitely put a lot of value into that if you need a car, if you wanna have your car and you wanna have your park. Other than that, throughout the day, you're not really gonna have a problem. 5 p.m., you're probably okay. 6 p.m., you're probably okay. Once you hit about 8 p.m., that's when it's gonna be much more difficult. You're gonna have to do some laps. You're going to be driving around trying to find the right spot. The one silver lining here, this is like an unwritten rule, so don't come after me if you get a ticket for this and it goes the wrong way for you. But in the evening, you can actually block the crosswalks. As long as you move your car by like 7 a.m., you will probably not get a ticket for that. Again, unwritten rule of Union City, but you can kind of block the crosswalk, get up early, move your car in the morning, and then that can help you out a little bit. There's a little cheat code. Number two, age of the home. A lot of the homes are over 100 years old. So with that being said, you need to get your inspection. You need to look into everything and do your due diligence and know, what has to be upgraded, what has to be replaced for you to purchase that home and make it a safe and loving home moving forward for you and your family. Some things to look out for: old furnace, old roof, old electrical wiring, old plumbing. Over time, your cast iron pipes are going to get filled up. They'll actually get like fully clogged. If you cut like a super old pipe, it might be 1.5 inches in diameter. You might only have like a centimeter open where your water's flowing. So those are things that over time you may have to upgrade. Things have already been upgraded, that's great. But just keep that in mind because most of the homes have been built, 1900. Number three, you have a little bit less property. Most of the properties are a little bit smaller. You are in an urban area. So if you're shopping for something like that, it might make sense to live in Union City. If you want more property, if you want to be in a rural area, you may be looking at Hunterdon, Morris, or maybe somewhere in between. You want to be close to the city, but still have a little more land. Maybe you go Essex County, maybe Bergen County. But in Union City, properties are pretty narrow. You're close to your neighbors. There's definitely an urban feel. Some of you are going to love it. Some of you, it's not going to be the right thing for. The good thing is there's way less property for you to maintain. Maybe you don't have a backyard to maintain. You don't have to pay thousands of dollars for landscaping. These are things for you to weigh as a buyer in the community. Number 4, and this is just the reality in most towns, the city's a little bit slow. If you plan to do some heavy construction, just be patient. Just be aware of it. When you're getting permits, when you're submitting engineering plans, Union City is not working with the urgency that you may have as a buyer wanting to renovate and move into your new home. Again, not a make or break, but something to know about Union City. Again, that was pros and cons of buying real estate in Union City. Thanks again for watching. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment if I left something out. Something you like about Union City, something you don't like, maybe a question. Again, I'm Jordan Zuber, your Northern New Jersey real estate expert.